Hello everybody, Inter back again with another video about this preview between Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal. That is about, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 hours from now. This clash of the titans that we all are waiting for. And I'm gonna preview and tell you guys who I believe is gonna win this match. It will not be easy, to say the least, but I will say my thoughts about that. Before this event started, for those who have seen my preview Australian Open, I had as the number one favorite Novak Djokovic, as the number two favorite Rafael Nadal. And indeed, both of these giants have made the final, exactly like I thought. So this is really not a huge surprise. Many people around the world didn't believe in Rafael Nadal so much, to be quite honest to you people. They believed in Novak Djokovic, that he will go to the finals and even win it, but not so many in Rafael Nadal actually. They had Roger Federer higher than him actually, not me though. I never count out Rafael Nadal. I don't care how long he has been away from the game, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. He is the comeback master. I've seen it before, and we have seen it now as well. We saw it last time in 2017 when he was away from the game 4 or 5 months with injury, and he almost won Australian Open 2017, but lost a very, very close battle against Roger Federer. And Federer did his match of his life against Rafael Nadal to win that battle, especially the fifth set. That fifth set of Federer 2017 is the best set I have ever seen Roger Federer do, actually, especially against Nadal. Anyway, so I definitely not count out Nadal, so that he is in the final is definitely no surprise to me. I really thought that he would come to the final, and that's why I had him as the number two favorite and Novak Djokovic as the number one favorite, and that's why, and they are facing each other now in a couple of hours. This is a match that the whole world are looking forward to. Tennis lovers, non-tennis lovers, you name it, but especially tennis lovers, of course, who watch tennis and who likes tennis and who are a big fan of tennis. One like me, for example, and many others in the world. This is the biggest rivalry in the tennis of history, I believe. They have faced each other more than anyone in the history of the game. I think they've faced each other more than 50 times, if I'm not counting wrong now. I think the head-to-head is 27 to 25. So 27 wins for Novak Djokovic, and 25 wins for Rafael Nadal. So it means they have faced each other, so I don't count wrong here, 57 times. 57 times, people. That's a lot of matches they have faced each other. So this is no doubt the biggest rivalry that we have ever seen. And their matches almost gets very epic and long and brutal. So this one that comes tomorrow, I think will be as well, but I don't think it will be as brutal as the 2012 Australian Open. That final was almost 6 hours, 5 hours and 53 minutes. I don't think they will play that long, to be quite honest to you people. I don't think so. I think the match will I think the winner will be decided earlier than so. But one thing I'm very sure of is that the match will be long, my friends. The match will, I don't think nobody of these two guys will win the match in straight sets. If anybody of these two wins in straight sets, I would be very very surprised. So I don't think this match will go in straight sets to any of the players. So this is a Clash of the Titans meeting. These two are really two Terminators, people. These are really two Terminators. Terminators I have never seen before. All respect and honor to Roger Federer, which I support a lot. He is a totally different animal than these two. We know which kind of style Roger Federer has. He is a first strike tennis player who doesn't want to go in long rallies. He wants to quick points very very fast, 2-3-4 shots, then he wants to make a winner. These two Terminators are totally different animal than Roger Federer. They are both two brutally good from the baseline. They are both good returner. Novak Djokovic better, of course, returner. Novak Djokovic, in my opinion, is the best returner of all time. They both have good forehands. Rafael Nadal has a better forehand than Novak Djokovic. Rafael Nadal has one of the greatest forehands that has ever been seen in a tennis court. But Novak Djokovic has a solid forehand. They have both great backhands. Novak Djokovic, in my opinion, has one of the greatest backhands of all time. That's why he matches up so well with Nadal, because Nadal's high topspin forehand doesn't hurt Novak Djokovic so much. Nadal's high topspin forehand does hurt everybody on the tour. Practically everybody out there. Besides Novak Djokovic, who has a great backhand and who can take that ball very early and hurt Nadal with deep shots and with some winners as well. So this is no coincidence why Nadal has difficult times against Novak Djokovic, because Novak Djokovic matches up so well with Rafael Nadal. That's why the Serb has beaten Nadal 27 times in the 27 times of 57 meetings. The Serb has beaten Nadal most times of all players in the world, 27 times. The second player who has beaten Nadal most times is Roger Federer. I don't know how many times he has beaten Nadal, but 15 times or 16 times, something like that. But Novak Djokovic has beaten Rafael Nadal 27 times. That is deadly impressive to beat a Terminator like Rafael Nadal that many times. And Novak Djokovic has beaten him in all Grand Slams events. Nobody has done that before besides Novak Djokovic. He has beaten him in Australian Open in 2012 in that epic, unforgettable match that we will always remember as long as we live. That almost went in 6 hours in 2012. Novak Djokovic beat him there. He has beaten him in Wimbledon in 2011 as well in 4 sets. He has beaten him in French Open as well. And that is, to me, that French Open win in 2015. I know Rafael Nadal was not at his best, and he was not as good as he is now, of course. But still, people, to beat Rafael Nadal in that kind of way, in straight sets. One of the sets was 6-1. I think the third set. That is to me proof what a huge, great, talented player Novak Djokovic is. You can't just beat Rafael Nadal in his hometown, in Roland Garros, in straight sets, and one of the sets 6-1. It should not be possible, no matter if he is good or not good. Matter of fact, people, Nadal Nadal is the most consistent tennis player of all time. I have said this before and I will say it again. I have never seen a more consistent tennis player than Rafa Nadal. All respect to Novak Djokovic, all respect to Roger Federer. They are consistent as well, but Rafa Nadal is more consistent than them. When I say more consistent, I mean in level. The most challenging thing when you face Rafa Nadal is that he never disappears. I remember the match in US Open final 2017 when Rafa Nadal beat Kevin Anderson in straight sets. And one thing that Kevin Anderson said after the match, he said, Rafa has many qualities, but one of the biggest qualities that he has is that he never disappears. He has always a super level. He never disappears. Everybody else disappears 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, sometimes even 1 hour. Nadal is always there. And that's why to face Nadal, especially in 5 sets, it's a huge challenge. Especially on clay, of course. And that's why that 2015 win by Novak Djokovic in the quarterfinal in straight sets, to me, it's so deadly impressive, people. That is a proof to me that Novak Djokovic is Rafael Nadal's biggest challenger, biggest opponent, and the head-to-head shows us that, people. And the fourth major that he has beaten him is, of course, in US Open in 2011 in four sets. So Novak Djokovic is the only one who has beaten Rafael Nadal in all 4 majors. So this match, this final, this clash of the titans will be an epic one, people, and will be Rafael Nadal's toughest major that he probably has ever, toughest major final that he probably has ever faced, especially to face Novak Djokovic in Australian Open. Novak Djokovic is hard to defeat in all majors: Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, US Open, you name it. But the hardest place to defeat him is, without any doubt, people, Australian Open, especially in a final. This is Novak Djokovic's 7th Australian Open final. He has never lost any of those 6 previous ones. He has won all of them. But this can definitely be his first loss, absolutely. Everything has an end, like is known. And Rafa Nadal's, this is his 5th Australian Open final. So Rafa Nadal does play very well in Australian Open. To be quite honest, with you people, it is a miracle that Rafa Nadal has only one Australian Open title. To be honest with you people, he has only one in 2009. Considering how good and how deep he always goes in Australian Open, and he has only one. But he has been very unlucky, and he has been very close of winning more than one. For example, in 2012, he was very close. He was up 4-2 in the 5th set, but Novak Djokovic did a monstrous comeback and did win that 5th set with 7-5. He was very close in 2014 as well, but he got injured against Stan in that final. In my opinion, if Nadal would not get injured in that final, he would have beaten Stan Wawrinka. All respect to Stan, he did a amazing tournament, and when he won that event in 2014 Australian Open, his first Grand Slam title, and he defeated Novak Djokovic on his way, but he would not have beaten a healthy Nadal. He really would not. He would not have, in my opinion. But Nadal got injured after the first set, and the rest is history. And in 2017, Nadal was also very close. We all know that match against Roger Federer could go either way, really. Roger Federer was down 1-3 in the 5th set, but then Roger Federer did his most clutchest 5 games in his tennis career, in my opinion. I have never seen Roger Federer do better 5 games in one set, especially against Rafael Nadal, like in that 2017 Australian Open final. I honestly never seen. So, and Roger Federer did won that epic US Open final 2017 when he produced his best 5 games ever in his career. And Rafa Nadal lost that close battle in the end with 6-3. And now he is in his 5th US Open final. He has lost 3 of them before. He has won only 1. And now he has the chance to win his 2nd US Open final after 10 years. And I'm gonna make a case here, people, because I'm a Roger Federer fan. I've been that since 2001. That is no secret. But I am always a very, very honest one. I will never lie, like many Roger Federer fans do out there. If Rafael Nadal wins this Clash of the Titans tomorrow against his biggest opponent in his career and becomes only the 3rd player to win all the 4 majors more than once, after Rod Laver and Roy Emerson, who was the first 2, then I will personally consider Rafael Nadal as the greatest tennis player of all time. And my arguments to that is that even though he is not 20 yet, but he will win 20, I believe, if he is healthy, Rafael Nadal has won his Grand Slam titles in the most brutal era of all time. His biggest threats have been Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic throughout his career. You can just only imagine, people, to be competing with 2 giants like Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer throughout your career and be able to win 18 majors if Rafael Nadal wins tomorrow. To be able to win 18 majors with giants like Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic in your career, that is, to me, proof that Rafael Nadal must be the greatest tennis player of all time if he wins US Open tomorrow and becomes the only 3rd player in the history to win all 4 majors more than once. All respect to Roger Federer, but he has not won his Grand Slams titles in brutal era like Roger Federer, like Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. Yes, Roger Federer won 20 Grand Slam titles. He has deserved all of them, but many of his Grand Slam titles, especially his 10 first Grand Slam titles, he has won them not in a weak era. I will never say a weak era, because in my opinion, no era is weak. But in an easier era with Roddick, Safin and Hewitt than what Rafa Nadal has been involved in. And Novak Djokovic as well. Because Novak Djokovic has won his 14 Grand Slam titles as well in a brutal era, competing with giants like Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal. So I will make this case that if Rafael Nadal wins this Clash of the Titans tomorrow, I will call him the greatest tennis player of all time, even though that he will have 18 Grand Slam titles only. Who will win tomorrow, though? This is not an easy answer this is not an easy match to predict, to say the least. Both of these guys can win. The head-to-head is deadly close, 27-25 to Novak Djokovic. Both of these guys are coming in with good form. Nadal is coming with better form because he has not lost one set on his way to the Australian Open final, and Novak Djokovic has lost 2 sets. So Rafa Nadal has been the more impressive one of these 2. But when it comes in this match tomorrow, nothing of this matters. They start from 0. I told you earlier, Novak Djokovic is a bad matchup for Rafael Nadal. So that Nadal has impressed more than Novak Djokovic until this match and has not lost one set, and Novak Djokovic has lost 2, will not matter in this final. It will not do, people, believe me. This is a matchup. Which player is best for the day will win the match. And who do I believe will win? I'm confused, people. I don't know really, but I have to say one name. It can go either way. Rafael Nadal can win, Novak Djokovic can win. But I have said before the event started that Novak Djokovic is my first favorite and Rafael Nadal my second, and I will not change my mind now. I will stay to that prediction. I believe Novak Djokovic will win, but I am definitely not sure. Absolutely not. I believe he will win. I think that Novak Djokovic has the talent, has the belief. He has a huge belief that he can beat Rafael Nadal. He has done it so many times. He has the he is good from the baseline. He has the physical abilities. He can hang with Nadal 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. We have seen that in the past. And he has the shots, he has the backhand, he has the returns, he has the consistency level, not as consistent as Nadal, of course. Novak Djokovic can disappear 5, 10, 20 minutes. Nadal will never disappear, he will be there all the time, from the first to the last point. But I still believe, I'm not sure, deep inside of me, that Novak Djokovic is the slight favorite here. He has the edge. He has the edge, not with much. I say 51% Novak Djokovic as the winner and 49% as Rafael Nadal as the winner. That's my feeling. That's my tennis brain who says that. I watched tennis over 30 years. If Rafael Nadal had another opponent in the final, this video would be over in 5 minutes, people. I would say Rafael Nadal will win. Straight sets, pang, pang, pang. Like I said against Diminau. Like I said against Francis Tiafoe. Like I said against... in the who did Rafa faced in the semis? Tsitsipas. Everybody said Tsitsipas will he destroyed Roger Federer. He beat Roger Federer. He now has a chance against Nadal. No, he doesn't have any chance against Nadal. He doesn't have a great backhand. He doesn't have he isn't super tight from the baseline. He doesn't have any great returns. So I was sure that Tsitsipas would lose to Nadal in straight sets, which he also did. So, but now and then Novak Djokovic is Rafael Nadal's final opponent. I am not sure that Nadal will win. I am definitely not sure. So I say Novak Djokovic will win. I give him the slight edge with 51% chance to win and Rafael Nadal with 49%. But I would not get surprised at all if Nadal wins. I would not, people. Nobody would, really. At least those who understand tennis. But my feeling, my brain tells me that Novak Djokovic will win. Will he do it in 4 sets or 5 sets? That's the question. I say he will do it in 4 sets. It can go 5. I don't think it will be 3 sets. I definitely don't think that. It can go 5 sets, but I will say 4 sets. I say Novak Djokovic will wins in 4 sets. That's my prediction, people. That's my prediction, people. I think Novak Djokovic will win this title tomorrow in 4 sets against Rafael Nadal. But I would not get surprised at all if Rafael Nadal proves me wrong. I hope you enjoyed this long video, people. And I hope you really enjoy the match tomorrow. This will be a clash of the titans with 2 huge Terminators. Goodbye and see you next time, my dear friends.